Hello po mga ka-Earth! Kumusta kayong lahat? Once again, welcome back po sa channel ni Diego TV. And for today's vlog, gagawa tayo ng reaction video. First time ko itong gagawin dito sa aking channel. Since nalalapit na yung FIFA World Cup na gaganapin dito sa Qatar in 10 days time. So mag-start po siya ng November 20 hanggang December 18. So nakita ko lang tong video na to. So sama-sama natin panoorin. Dito natin makikita yung kung gaano ba kalalaki yung 8 stadium na ipinagawa ng Qatar para sa event na ito. At saka kung magkano ba yung presyo niya. Dito, sama-sama natin panoorin, makikita natin. Sama-sama tayong mamangha kung gaano ibinuhos ng Qatar yung kanyang puwersa, kumbaga, para sa sports event na ito. So, huwag natin patagalin. Umpisa na natin. Let's watch this. Let's go!
Qatar 2022 World Cup is no exception. They've gone all out, creating 8 breathtaking stadiums. Let's take a tour around these 8 modern marvels. We're exploring how they were made, what they cost, and the unbelievable story behind each. Stadium 974.
First
the
stadium.
most impressive stadium isn't the biggest, however. Stadium 974, formerly Rasba Aboud Stadium, is a 40,000-seater arena.
Wow.
Unlike anything.
40,000 capacity.
In fact, despite opening in November 2021, the stadium won't exist in a few years. That's right. After the World Cup ends, the entire structure is planned to be dismantled. Indeed, from its conception, the whole stadium was built with impermanence in mind. Its name, which pays homage to Qatar's international dialing code, is also an element of its design. Constructed from 974 recycled shipping containers and modular steel, the extraordinary stadium is a blueprint for future tournament hosts worried about being stuck with an expensive stadium they can't fill. It's the first temporary venue in FIFA World Cup history. Its inventive design uses containers for bathrooms and concessions, as well as the stadium's outer wall. Despite this cobbled-together approach, the waterfront area is uniquely beautiful. The stadium was tested on the 2021 FIFA Arab Cup's opening day and is planned to host 7 matches during the 2022 World Cup, up to the last 16. It's unknown exactly how much the temporary structure costs to build, though the site will become a waterfront development after being deconstructed. The shipping containers, modular steel, and seats will be provided as assistance to underdeveloped countries worldwide. You bet it won't be the last temporary stadium to feature in a World Cup, but it will be the benchmark by which all others are measured. Bayt Stadium.
Bali itong 974 Stadium, kaya siya naging tinawag na 974 dahil binubuo siya ng shipping container. 974 na shipping container. At isa pa, yung country code ng yung dialing country code ng Qatar ay plus 974. Kaya yung mga number namin dito, yung mobile number, cellphone number, isimula sa 974. Tsaka itong unang stadium na to ay diyan siya dibaklas na pagkayari nung event ng FIFA World Cup, babaklasin siya tapos idodonate ng Qatar sa bansa na mahirap na kung sino napili niya, doon niya idodonate yung babaklasin lahat na yon. Ayos. At saka nakita naman natin sa plano na after ng FIFA gagawing waterfront yung area na yon. So mawawala na yon, totally mawawala yon. Pero kauna-una sa Qatar yon yung ganong klaseng stadium na dibaklas. Kasi nga naman pagka ang liit ng Doha, Qatar, maliit na bansa lang, tapos ang daming stadium na super lalaki. Kaya naisip din siguro nila yung isa na yon, baklasin na lang kasi hindi rin nila sure kung pagdating ng panahon ay may gagamit ba nun o magagamit ba yun. Sobrang tingnan natin yung mga presyo dito ng bawat stadium. Ito, hindi nila alam, hindi nila sinabi kung magkano yung price nitong stadium na to. Pero tingnan natin yung mga susunod na stadium kung magkano yung presyo. Nakakalula, sigurado.
First and perhaps most instantly recognizable area is the
Bayt Stadium.
located about 35 kilometers away from the Qatar capital of Doha. It can hold 63,000
Malayo to sa Doha.
It's the second biggest
Mga
of
2
all
hours
the stadiums
by-
built,
by land.
and indeed, it towers over the surrounding landscape. After winning its bid to host the World Cup in 2010, Qatar set about building their vision. Known locally as Bayt Al-Sha'ar tents, the name was also given to the stadium. The walls billow in and out, echoing the flowing fabric. Such
Ang laki.
tents are ideal in the hot desert climate.
Ilang kaya capacity
However,
nito?
the Al-Bayt system features a slightly more high-tech solution. A colossal, retractable roof will cool the interior, helping to manage the scorching Qatari temperatures. The tent-like structure also shades the pitch. This clever
Yung bubong daw niya
design work
sumasara.
earned the stadium several
Galing, high-tech.
sustainability certifications, including a 5-star GSAS rating. But the stadium is more than just a
Maayos,
football
ah.
arena. You'll find a 5-star hotel and shopping center inside its massive walls.
Wow.
These luxurious hotel suites and rooms all boast balcony views of the football field in a breathtaking display of opulence.
Hindi ko alam, may
It's
hotel
like
pala dito.
no stadium on earth, aside
Hello?
from its siblings built for the World Cup. The stadium is planned for 8 games,
Pakalaki.
including the opening match. However, once the tournament is over, the upper tier of seats will be removed and given to developing nations. It's a bold gesture that will reduce the stadium's
Okay.
capacity to below 32,000. A more manageable number, considering the local city of Al-Khor has a population of only 202,000.
32,000, marami pa rin yun, no?
Established in one of Qatar's oldest neighborhoods,
Stop muna natin. Bali yung capacity nitong stadium na to is 63,000. Tapos pagkayari doon ng FIFA, babawasan din. Gagawin 32,000. Tsaka hindi ko alam na may ano pala dito. May shopping mall, may hotel. Grabe. Intindi. Tuloy natin. Pangatlo na tayo, pangatlong stadium.
was designed by the
Al Janoob.
renowned British-Iraqi architect Zaha Hadid, famous for the London Olympics Aquatic Center and Beijing Daxing Airport.
Babae pala yung
Sadly,
architect
Hadid
nito.
died in 2016 and never witnessed the stunning postmodern and neo-futurist
Yun lang.
design she conceived. It wasn't merely a futuristic vision, however. The swooping, frilled curves
Kaya nung
were meant
design
to
niya eh.
mirror the sails of traditional dhow boats used by pearl divers to weave through the tumultuous currents of the Persian Gulf. It's not hard to see.
Pero parang mas ano siya, yung
In fact, the
helmet ng
curvilinear
cyclist.
roof gives spectators the feeling of being on
Ito yung
a ship,
korte niya, oh,
and the
parang
bow beams
helmet ng
holding up
cyclist.
the roof also resemble a ship's hull. It's a beautiful nod to the seafaring history of Al-Waqra, the city where the stadium is located. It also features a retractable
Gaano
roof
kaya
and
kalaki to?
complex cooling system capable of reducing the inner temperature to as low as 18 degrees. It's a
Sumasara
subtle
din yung ano
nod
niya, yung
to the
bubong.
issue which typically plagues such developments, with the sports complex also
Ang
featuring
luwang din, no?
swimming pools, spas, a shopping center, and schools, wedding halls, additional sports facilities, and restaurants
talaga
planned
yung Qatar.
nearby.
Talagang
The
itinodo nila
$700
para dito
million
sa- Wow.
cost may not be
Kita
in
niyo yung
vain.
presyo,
Still,
700 million.
20,000 seats will be removed after the stadium's 7 World Cup games. Ahmad bin Ali Stadium.
Pangapat na
The
tayo,
Ahmad bin
pangapat
Ali
na
Stadium,
stadium.
better known as the Al Rayan Stadium, sits on the site of one of Qatar's former major arenas. In fact, it's almost the same
Iba-iba sila ng
stadium,
ng design,
with
ano?
80% of the construction materials being reused or recycled. It's a masterclass of upcycling. Not that you could tell. Designed by Pattern Design, this 40,000-seater stadium features a
40,000
huge
seater.
media facade with a membrane that acts as a screen
Imagine
for
gaano karaming tao
projections,
yun.
news, commercials, and tournament information. It's hard to comprehend the scale or the glimmering spectacle it
Yung
creates
10,000
on
nga
the
lang,
horizon,
grabe na yun. Parang
miles
stampede
away
na yun,
in
no?
the desert. With a price tag of $360 million, it's one of the cheaper
Wow.
stadiums built by the Qataris.
Cheaper daw,
but no
360
less
million
breathtaking.
cheaper.
It is also one of the few planned to be used by a sports team after the tournament ends.
Dollars yun,
Al Rayan
dollars.
Sports Club will call the stadium home, albeit with a reduced capacity of 20,000. Al Rayan is a
So halos lahat babawasan nila
and
ng
one of
seating
Qatar's
capacity
most successful
after
with titles
ng
in
event.
basketball, handball, and volleyball. The stadium is sure to get significant use, although it's the football team that receives most of the attention. The stadium will host 7 matches through the 2022 World Cup, opening to the public in December 2020. It's already hosted 4 matches during the FIFA Arab Cup 2021, where it was a wild success.
Kita nyo, bawat stadium, 7 matches, 8 matches. Pero yung halaga niya, pinakamura daw, $300+ million. 8 laro lang yung gaganapin. Pinakamarami na yata yung 8 or 10. So ito, 7 matches lang yung gaganapin dito. Ano kaya gagawin ng Qatar dito after ng World Cup?
Thumama Stadium.
Panglima na tayo, 5
Stadium
stadium
is
na.
perhaps the most Arabic in its aesthetic. Named after a native tree, its design is based on the traditional gafia, a woven hat.
Ayun, yung design niya parang
amongst Arabic men.
sombrero ng mga
It's
Muslim.
an unusual design choice for a football stadium. Still, it certainly strikes a bold
Bilog
and
na bilog,
elegant image on the Qatari skyline. Located in Thumama, a district of Doha, the stadium is just 12 kilometers south of the city center. The glistening
Malapit lang
stadium
to sa
is
Doha.
therefore planned to be at the
Mga 10
heart of
real
the
sa Uber.
tournament, featuring 8 games including a quarterfinal. Like other stadiums, it has a capacity of 40,000 people.
40,000
planned to
din
be
yung ano
reduced
niya,
to
seating
20,000
capacity.
following the tournament. It's also part of a wider development project. The $342 million stadium sits in a
Kita nyo ba yung mga
50,000
price
square
bawat
meter public
stadium?
park, brimming with greenery not often seen in the
342,000.
Arab country. It's a
$342
clear
million.
statement of Qatar's environmental ambitions. Where the 20,000 seats are removed, a boutique hotel is planned, and a branch of the world-renowned Aspetar Sports Clinic. A mosque will also feature inside the stadium, highlighting a desire for the arena to continue to serve the community long after the tournament has ended. After all, though Qatar is among the world's wealthiest countries, wasting billions on stadiums is a step too far, even for them. Already, the stadium has hosted 6 games in the FIFA Arab Cup 2021, including a semi-final between host nation Qatar and Algeria. Education City Stadium.
Pang-anim na to.
The Education City Stadium isn't the most
Iba naman
romantic
design nito.
named of the 8. Nevertheless, this 40,000-seater arena
40,000 din ang
located in
ang seating
Education
capacity.
City, 7 kilometers south of Doha, has earned the nickname the Diamond in the Desert. A single glance
Parang ito
tells
yung
you
pinaka
all.
ano.
The building has a
pinaka
facade composed of a
eleganteng
myriad
design.
of diamond shapes, giving the overall structure its jewel-like appearance. Indeed, these diamond patterns appear to shimmer and change color
Diamond
as the
ano pala
sun
siya,
moves across the
pattern.
sky.
Kaya parang ano yung mga gilid-gilid
Education
niya.
City Stadium will
Parang
be among
diamond.
the most prominent
Ayun, no?
following the World Cup. Built in the heart of Education City, which features satellite campuses of 8 international universities. The stadium will play host to the university athletic teams, retaining 25,000
Ito malayo-layo ito sa
of
Doha.
its initial
Mga
45,000 seats.
kulang isang oras
The stadium
sa
will
taxi or sa
feature
Uber.
in 8 World Cup games, including a quarterfinal. The $700 million stadium is certainly proving its worth.
700
But
million.
with such an exorbitant price tag, the Qatari will be looking for other headline events to host going forwards. Khalifa International Stadium.
Pampito na to.
Qatar's premier stadium is rightfully known as the National Stadium, named after Khalifa
Andito yung torch, yung pinakasikat na landmark dito, yung the
It
torch.
sits within a truly vast
Katabi niya
complex
tong
of
mga Khalifa
sports centers,
Stadium.
shops and restaurants. The stadium first opened in 1976.
At ang alam ko, ito rin yung kauna-unahang stadium dito sa Doha, Qatar.
In which Qatar won for the first time. For the 2006 Asian
Pinakamatandang
Games, the stadium's
stadium.
capacity was increased from 20,000 to 40,000 seats, and a roof was added to cover the western side. With such an illustrious history, the Khalifa is the only World Cup stadium not being partially or fully dismantled afterwards. Although with a refurbishment cost of $374 million, equivalent to some of the
Refurbishment, $374 million. Refurbishment lang. Kumbaga, ano lang,
smaller
niritoke lang.
stadiums, it's hardly surprising.
Grabe naman yun.
Home to Qatar's national football team, as well as numerous other track and field competitions, it's the best known and used stadium in the country. In recent years, it's played host to 6 games
Last time
of the
nanood ako dito ng
2011
Athletic,
Pan-Arab
World
Games,
Athletic.
the 2019 World Athletic Championships, and 5 games of the 2019 FIFA Club
Yan, 2019.
World Cup, including the final.
Panood ako niyan live.
Mall is also a stone's throw away, inspired by an Italian hill town. It features
Katabi rin niya yung magandang mall ito.
indoor canal, complete with gondolas. The Khalifa will be a centerpiece stadium for the nation, hosting 8 matches, including the third-place playoff. It's still not the biggest stadium the Qataris have built,
Magarbo ang Qatar. Ito, pang-8, last stadium.
Lusail Stadium.
Lusail, malayo din to. Pero meron ng train papunta dito.
Is the humbly named Lusail Iconic Stadium. It will be the flagship stadium for the tournament, hosting 10 games, including
So dito gaganapin yung final game sa Lusail.
Pays homage to the Thumama lantern. It's just not golden panels. Solar panels also power the building. It reportedly cost $767 million.
767 million?
Being delayed a year. With a total capacity of 80,000, it's by far the biggest stadium of the 8. However, like almost all the stadiums, it's planned to be reconfigured after the event.
80,000 seating capacity. Grabe, ito pala yung pinakamalaki sa 8.
Repurposed into community spaces, including shops, cafes, athletic and education facilities, and even a health clinic. It'll be the center point of the new Lusail city, located 23 kilometers north of Doha. Lusail is even more ambitious than the stadium and will be the hottest destination for the tournament spectators.
Laki.
The Lusail Iconic Stadium will be the pinnacle of the city's
Ilang doble kaya ito ng
being
Araneta
the largest
Coliseum.
future stadium in the world. It'll make for one unforgettable final match. But what do you think? Has Qatar exceeded expectation by producing the greatest
Sobrang garbo nung
stadiums in the world?
Talaga itinodo nung Qatar yung kanilang effort at pera para dito sa World Cup na ito.
Stadiums of World Cups past are often doomed to financial problems, remaining empty for years. And what do you think of the temporary
Kaya
stadium?
malupit yung di ba
Is
class
this
na
an
stadium?
ingenious solution to the problem?
Intindi. So ayun mga ka-Earth, hanggang dito na lang yung ating vlog for today. At nakita natin kung gaano pinaghandaan ng Qatar yung darating na World Cup. So in 10 days, mag-start na. Bali yung opening ceremony niya ay gaganapin sa Bayt Stadium sa Alcor. From by land siguro mga 2 hours mahigit yun from dito sa pinaka-city, sa Doha. Medyo malayo yun. Siguro kaya din nila ginanap doon para hindi maging traffic yung pinaka-opening ceremony. Siguradong magarbo yun. Tapos yung final game sa December 18, which is National Day din ng Qatar, kumbaga Independence Day ng Qatar. Doon din gaganapin yung final match. So yun, abang-abang tayo sa darating na FIFA World Cup. So hanggang dito na lang yung vlog ni Diego TV, at salamat sa pagsama sa akin sa panonood ng video na ito. Shoutout dun sa nag-upload ng video na ito, sa creator. Ayan. The Builder yata yung pangalan niya. So ayan, shoutout. Hanggang dito lang yung vlog ni Diego TV. Maraming salamat po ulit. At kita-kita tayo sa susunod kong upload. Alright?